Hey, howdy, hey, everybody. Welcome to Talk Wrestling here on the Jeff Meacham Network, here on the Constantine Studios, here on NoDQ.com, here on the Greg Cherry brand. What the hell is flopping up? Oh, it's this thing. What the hell is over here in this corner? I see this, this random, it's this damn sheet. Anyway, it's going to be one of those days. Anyway, welcome, everybody, to Talk Wrestling here on the Meacham Multiverse, if you will. I am Jeff Meacham. There you go. And yes, I'm not wearing work shirts. I don't do that. So it is what it is. Anyway, I am promoting my buddies Paradise Kitty because they are over in India right now on a major tour promoting women in rock and roll and women having careers in rock and roll and music in general. So, girls, if you're watching over there, I doubt it because you're busy as hell. I love you, and we will get on with this. All right, welcome everybody into the chat room. Again, I appreciate everybody being here. It was a busy show last week, to say the very, very least. Just completely bonkers how many people we had in here, how many people have watched since last week's show, how many people we had on the stream on Sunday. So thank you all for coming in. So here we go. Mohammed says, happy Tuesday on a Tuesday night. Jeff Meacham, I hope you're doing well, man. And the same thing in the live chat. Thank you, Mohammed, for coming in every week. We appreciate that. As a reminder, let me... So if my channel, which is the one up here, and JJ's channel, which is one over here, gets a combined super chat goal of 400, which we're well on our way. We're getting there. JJ is going to take clippers to his long mane of hair, and that's 400 either in super chats, which you guys can do here. If you do it on Aaron's channel, just let Aaron know they're for me. Thanks. Or you can pay Palace directly. You can see it at the bottom below. Also, on the Greg Cherry side of things, if we hit 150 in donations, which again is... I think we're about a third of the way there, if I remember right. The July 7th episode of the Greg Cherry Show will be the Greg Cherry Spintacular, which everything will be, it'll be an hour of spins or more, depending on how far we go. So that'll be coming up soon. If we get, again, we got to hit goals. Got to do our thing. What the hell? Jesus Christ, there is so much shit in this studio that I can't even process. Okay, so we're just going to have this thing flapping debris. It's just going to be what it is. It's a backup green screen I have hanging here in case I need it. All right, so Josh is here. Josh says, yo, Jeffafa, btram.com. If you know, you know. Look it up, folks. So is Vince as dumb as he seems? Besides the board of directors, there are now 5 law firms investigating the allegations on behalf of the shareholders, and the man being investigated is still going on the live product in front of millions, acting like a blubbering bunch of nothing, like he can't be touched. Does he not realize if the shareholders get pissed enough by his actions, they could just easily demand his permanent removal from power? Him being left in charge of creative to be able to do this and still being around the talent, making this harder for him is asinine. And then the comments kind of went on from there, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the thing here. Since Vince Spears and Spectre of Raw were a verbal middle finger to everyone, Josh, he doesn't care. If he used personal money, they can't do much, which is true, by the way. He's 100% right. All the board can really do is hold a vote about conduct, but even if they do, his stock is positioned so they can't vote him out or perform a takeover. Vince will die owning the company. And it kind of just goes on from there. But it's obvious it wasn't. That's the thing, especially being because they upped her salary when she was given like a toy to Johnny Ace. They can't really classify her salary bump as a misappropriation of funds. If he used personal money for the NDA, all it does is make the company look bad, and Vince will eat the publicity up. Again, all true so far. I'm not saying what Vince did is right at all, but he's gotten away with so much and never fallen. If people keep buying tickets and so on to enable Vince to be Vince, he'll never stop being Vince. And again, hello everybody coming in. Josh, last Tuesday was fun. Hello Ken. Hello Jaco. JJ's here. All right. So this kind of, the whole thing going on with Vince, we talked about Jeff Hardy last week. We talked about Vince McMahon all throughout last week between the No DQ review, my shows, the stream on Sunday, covering Impact Wrestling. God, I can't remember what the hell show we were watching. That's awful. I can't remember what show we were watching. Just doing a lot of different things last week, but we all came back to the Vince McMahon and Jeff Hardy topics because those are unfortunately the news of the times until something crazier happens, and then we just kind of go on from there, right? That's how the world works. But there was a great thing that was said in here, and I'm going to go ahead and bring Daniel's comment back up. If people keep buying tickets and so on to enable the events to be events, he'll never stop. That is what I have said about everything the WWE does. And honestly, it goes back to, and again, I'm gonna get into a little bit of touchy subject maybe. So I do ask for forgiveness in advance. I'm going to do it and ask forgiveness later rather than permission now, because at the end of the day, I'm live on the air. They want to take me down, they can take me down. I'm sorry, this place just looked like absolute shit. I don't want to go out there too bad. Anyway, so I have said for years that the only way to stop things from happening is to actively take a stand against them. And how you actively take a stand against the WWE doing things is stop putting money in their pockets. Whether it's canceling your subscriptions, whether it's you stop buying tickets, whether it's you stop buying their merchandise, whether it's you stop buying their product, be it merchandise, pay-per-views, network subscriptions, any of that stuff. Stop watching their television shows. You guys want them to stop, they're going to stop if the audience honestly does their thing and steps away. Much like, oh, we need better gun control in this country. Stop letting the freaking people buy guns without background checks. Wow! Actually make people go through shit and actually do it. Wow! What a concept, right? Stop realizing that the freaking Second Amendment was written in 1780, whatever the hell it was. It doesn't apply to everybody. Not everybody needs a assault rifle in their home or in their car or whatever in any state, right? Okay, cool. You guys want change? There has to be change made across the board. Everybody has to stand united. Everybody has to stand as a front, be it the WWE Universe, be it the No DQ Galaxy, be it whatever. Everybody wants change, but they're not willing to take the steps to actually make that change become a reality. And I'm not saying that I am part of that, because I have no desire to turn off WWE television or AEW or any other company, because this is what I do. This is what Aaron does. This is what we do. So I don't have the financial irresponsibility to just go, I'm not going to watch the main product for the genre I cover on my for my job. Can't do that. The same thing goes with gun control. The same thing goes with the whole abortion talk. Everything in this country, especially, but even globally, will not change the way people claim they want it to change, unless there is an active stand taken by a majority of the populace, be it in the country or in the world. So that's why Vince McMahon can walk out on SmackDown and Raw and do his stupid walk and get away with not addressing the giant elephant in the room. Right? So that's what it is. Because he can. Because he knows every time that no chance, that's what you got. People are going to rise up like they did on Friday, like they did last night, and cheer for him irregardless of what he's done. Because they want to pop for him. That's just the way it is. I'm not saying it's right, because it's not. You wouldn't have seen me in the crowd out there cheering for him after what has come out this week. Number one, I wouldn't have bought a ticket. Number two, especially right now. Number three, I wouldn't have cheered for him this soon after these ungodly allegations have come out. Whether they are correct or not, whether they are alleged or whether they're actually proven to be factual. You don't cheer a guy like that. Anyway, Daniel says, people are looking at simply Vince got some, so what, or missing a lot of deeper issues. It goes beyond that, kind of systemic of how the country and globe are becoming. Thank you. That's what I said, pretty much. He said it a lot more succinct than I did. Ken says, I'm sure Caitlin, Mrs. Rift is cool on watching WWE programming. Again, the thing with that is, they also find a way to have alternate programming. But the thing is, again, if you want the evil empire to be stopped, you must look at a different approach to things and not watch their stuff. That's just the way it is. Our buddy Zach is here. Hello, Zach. Hope you're well. I have a feeling this could lead to a walkout. If Vince does not get faulted for this, the fans and superstars should boycott. Should, but they won't. That's the key. There you go. JJ, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Exactly, JJ. But the thing is, the group of us, and I'm talking about the entire populace, the entire WWE Universe, the entire No DQ Galaxy, Jeff Meacham Network fandom, whatever the case may be, will not actively take that stand together because they don't want to turn it off. They just don't. That's just the way it is. Matt, I'm doing well. I'm kind of like Jay. I'm kind of sick of talking about Vince. Kind of what it is. Vince will always get cheered regardless, to be honest, because he's the one that changed the wrestling industry, and people are respecting his accomplishments, not his personality, and that's the problem. Exactly. There you go. We are the United States, not the one-person states. Everybody needs to be united. Bingo, Kevin. Thank you very much. Dynamite was good. I had fun. I didn't get to watch a lot of the show because I was kind of just doing the schmoozing thing, seeing people I hadn't seen in a while, talking to people I hadn't seen in a very long time. But what I got to watch of the show was great. The MJF promo was fantastic. I enjoyed the hell out of that segment. I still get to go back and actually watch the television version on demand, but I will hopefully soon. I'm not sure why we keep getting stuff like that, but stick to topic. Just stop spamming. Thanks. It always seems like an abusive relationship. Vince treats everyone like crap, and they wind up forgiving him and taking him back because they can't walk away from the wrestling part. Bingo. I have been in a relationship with WWE for 32 years, right? And I haven't walked away yet because I can't. I just can't. No matter how bad the product is, no matter how bad the company treats its talent, its employees, its fans, I stick around and do it anyway because I just do. Do we think? I think we'll still. I don't know if we're going to see Stephanie out front, and I only say that because I think she's going to do everything she can to avoid. Damn, I think it's still in the shot. All right, it's going to bug me. I'm being very OCD about this today. That's okay. She's going to do everything she can to avoid television at all costs if she's smart. I wouldn't be on TV right now. I would have gone if I was Vince. As cocky as I am about getting away with shit, I still wouldn't have done that. But that's just me. Thoughts on Elias returning last night? Do you really think Elias has a brother named Ezekiel? No, I don't think they're different people. But I love the way they shot everything last night. It was such good shit, pal. Great use of technology to have it believe that, Ezekiel was in the back and Elias was in the ring. And I love that they used a pre-tape to have Kevin Owens stumble to the back, live on Raw and run into Ezekiel. The Kevin Owens thing with Elias, Zeke, whatever, is one of the few shining star moments on Monday Night Raw right now. I can't wait to see how this actually concludes. We were all hoping for, Aaron Stevens last night. It didn't work out that way, but the way it was done was very well done. So I liked it. I honestly have zero problem with the way it went down. I would be laughing my ass off if Elrod shows up just for the sake of it. So, and again, good point, Daniel. Too much heat on Steph to be a character right now. And Josh says, no matter how we feel on the $1 Billion Princess, which is the character, of course, we all got to be behind her right now. The fandom needs the support more than anyone inside corporate. That is undeniably true. And again, I know people tend to, shit on the family, the children will pay for the sins of the father type thing when it comes to the McMahon family. And I'm not saying that's always right or wrong, but Stephanie kind of got appointed to this thing by this committee, and I don't know if she was wanting to come back from hiatus yet or not, but it is what it kind of what it is. So hopefully we'll do it. Jerry, again, if one really doesn't make a change, he must take a stand. Personal accountability is the key. JJ's dad with the great tick. Again, personal accountability is everything. And I sit here, Jerry, and I try my best. And I think your son knows, to live by that. It's just so hard. I had a grand plan last week to get back on the track with the DDPY, with healthy eating. I did the healthy eating part pretty good last week. I'm not going to lie. I was very proud of myself last week. But the DDPY kind of fell by the wayside just because I can't make excuses for it. It just didn't happen. That's just the way it was. It didn't happen, and it's even more of a slow start this week. So hopefully, tomorrow's a different day. Tomorrow's a new day. Yes, it is. So you can always just try to get better, be better about things tomorrow. Personal accountability is, and yes, personal accountability is very much Jeff Hardy's issue, and as well as his familial issue. We finally got a little bit of a thing from Matt on his podcast recently. So we'll see. And again, we've kind of seen the whole older brother thing with Kevin during this thing too. So I don't know if that is really where they're going to go with it. They need to go a different direction, whatever it's going to be. And yes, Jerry, I'm sure, is well aware of Vince's 1994 steroid scandal, because he was a fan back then. I believe he was a fan. I know JD didn't start watching until later, but I'm pretty sure the Williams household was a fan of wrestling back then. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure that Aaron. There was a question up here from. They were asking about. Aaron seems to be actually retired, and yes, he's a great guy too. He's wonderful. I really became a fan of Aaron Stevens in his time in WWE, but I really became a fan of his when he was working for the NWA and other companies. So, okay, well, either way, I'm sure both of you have gone back and read about the mid-90s steroid shenanigans with the company. Vince has taken on the federal government and won before. I'm not saying that's necessarily a good thing. In that case, he was 100% right. He was not actively distributing the steroids, which is what they accused him of doing. So he was perfectly in his right to defend himself, and I'm glad he was exonerated. I really do. So I think that was wrong of the government to persecute or prosecute or whatever when that wasn't, an active, a legitimate fault of his that he was being accounted for. This one, though, is very, very shady. This one is very, 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 like, I'm not more intelligent and legible than that, knowledgeable of verbiage than that. This one could derail Vince's corporate life ultimately. And again, if he didn't misuse or misappropriate corporate funds, there's really not a whole lot that he can do about it, that the SEC or the company can do about it. That's really not important, Brand. I mean, that's kind of a moot point and kind of a disrespectful point, to be honest with you. Brand Stark, that's not cool. Doesn't matter if she's good looking or not. The fact of the matter is, the accusations are what they are. All right, so let's talk about. So, what else do you guys want to talk about, please? Because I know this is the hot topic in wrestling right now, and it's going to be until this is settled one way or the other. Raw was what it was. I actually watched the entire 3-hour show. That was kind of drama around here, just kind of crazy. But it was what it was. I got to see most of NXT. Probably going to watch it again on the West Coast decent feed when I'm off the air with you guys. But there's just so much going on right now. All right, that's well, again, I have not had a chance to meet Bruce Pritchard yet, but I'd rather have him in charge of talent relations than that asshole Laurinaitis any day of the week, any day. John Laurinaitis is a big, giant, steaming piece of shit. So let Bruce do his thing. Let's see. I liked Raw. It was good. There was no judgment. But again, I honestly, Josh, don't know if they know what they're doing with the Judgment Day. I really don't think they do. Because of the whole seeming like they hot shot at the Edge thing. So we'll see. Don't count the idea of Omos being in Money in the Bank out as, oh, it's going to suck. Don't count the big man out just yet, because I really think he might do something special in that show. Again, Nick Khan's not in charge of talent relations, so they are in different parts of the company, different offices. But again, and I haven't met Nick Khan. I just know what I am allowed to know, pretty much. If that makes any sense. Josh, I agree. I think it's great that it's normal that the women main event. I think that's wonderful. Cody, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. There you go. Very cool. Again, that's the thing. That's how it should be with wrestling. We should all have our own opinions. We should all have our own views and stances on the products, whatever we watch. But the thing I have a problem with, Kane was a big guy. He won Money in the Bank and did a great job. So I hope Riddle wins the last chance match like Becky. Hopefully, we'll see. But again, as far as AEW being better, again, everybody's entitled to their opinions, and I don't discourage anybody's opinions on the show. I do discourage personal attacks. I do discourage, oh, well, you like AEW more than WWE, so you're an idiot, or some shit like that. We have not heard where All Out 2022 is, as far as I know. And again, John, we know what Mr. McMahon is like. And we know what Vince McMahon is like based on stories from other people. We don't know, unless you've met Vince and hung out with him on the regular, you don't know about his personal life. With all due respect, I'm not trying to come down on you, John, so please don't take that like, if you take it like that, I truly am sorry. But this is the problem I had on Sunday with one of the guys on my stream, and I even talked beforehand. We don't personally know this man. All we know is what we've been allowed to know through media, through interviews that he's allowed, by the way. So do we really know Vince McMahon? No. Do we know Mr. McMahon, the character, as a womanizer and a bully and everything else? Absolutely. But we don't know anything about Vince McMahon, Linda McMahon, Shane McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, Marissa Mazzola, Paul Levesque. We don't know anything about them that they have not allowed us to know, or that has been disclosed by government investigation type stuff, right? All right, so we're just spamming now, so that's cool. So you're going to be blocked. Have a great night. I don't need the spam crap. Not in the mood tonight. But again, Joey, back to your question. I'm not sure how it's going to be. I don't think they've announced that, because I don't know if that's the next major show for them after Forbidden Door or not. I think there's one in between, but I could be wrong. Great question here from Mohammed. What is going on with injury bug that's hitting both companies with Rhea Ripley and Bianca? I didn't hear Bianca got hurt. That is not good. Rhea, again, Rhea, I don't know the extent of the injury. I'll have to go back and read the reports since last night, but hopefully she's going to be okay soon. But yeah, there is a major injury problem. But I mean, you got Punk down, Bryan down, Sky's banged up, Rhea Ripley's out apparently, Cody Rhodes with a torn pec. Definitely both companies getting the injury bug. I like the way you phrased that, Mohammed. I'm not sure why. I think it's maybe because there's so much going on externally outside of in-ring product that they feel compelled to up their ante, up the game, to perform crazier, so we kind of get deflected away from the bullshit. I mean, just my thoughts there. Josh says, Cameron Grimes winning the title of the Great American Bash and Braun moving up to help the main roster, or Grimes losing and him getting the call up. Grimes is my favorite in NXT. I love them both, but I still say Braun's too green to go up. He's not ready for that primetime spot. Cameron Grimes been ready for a minute. He did Impact. He was in Impact for a while as Trevor Lee. So I am okay with Cameron Grimes going up if they use him right and don't just botch him like every other NXT call-up they've done. Montez Ford, I think, is a great star. He's a big star. He has that undeniable charisma. I think more so than Angelo. I do. But the problem with making Montez a single star is Angelo falters. I like Angelo. I think he's great. I think he's a great tag team wrestler. But without Montez, he will flounder and he will be released. And I think that's sad. If I could replace Davey Richards in the 10-man tag Sunday night, who would it have been? AJ Styles. No doubt about it in my mind. It would have been AJ. That was what I was hoping to see. But Davey makes sense because of the Eddie Edwards angle, so it makes sense. I actually want Riddle to be built slower and win the Rumble, not Money in the Bank. I want Rollins to win Money in the Bank. He deserves it after jobbing to Cody 3 times, and Riddle to win the Rumble will be awesome. I like both scenarios. I like Riddle winning either one. I like Rollins winning either one. I like Cody winning the Rumble. So, a lot to unpack here in the coming weeks. Yeah, I mean, you get injury in a car. You get injury in a car. That's pretty much it. Not wrong. And Matt Hardy's hurt too. Again, so Matt. That was hi. Botchamania. Talk at Wrestling Anniversary coming up. There'll be plenty of botches, I'm sure, that we air. Well, okay, let's try this again. I saw the injury report about Matt. So, yeah, he's banged up too. Everybody's just beat up. It's crazy. We mentioned this last night on Ask the Dads about, why does Roman, want Brock? Because Brock came down and punked him out Friday night after he'd beaten Riddle. F5 Tim and his boys. I don't necessarily mind this match happening again. It is last man standing. It is a match that could be ultimately the final encounter, if you will, between the two men. So I don't have a problem with it necessarily. I just don't. Am I not on Twitter? Oh, I guess I can't tell if I'm on Twitter. That makes sense. I don't have a problem with him being on, being this match. God damn, Jeff. This match happening again. But if it's last man standing, it has to be the last time. This has to be the end of the road. No doubt about it for me. I want to say it's more Sean and Marty because I think Robert Gibson is a tremendous talent. And I think that had they not broke them up when they tried to do it in 1991, it would have been a lot more impactful. The fact is, WCW 91 was a complete disarray. They had their big fallout at the Clash of the Champions at the same time that Flair was on his way out. The company was in total disarray. So I don't know if that's a fair comparison because I think the Rock and Roll Express are actively as good as the one member as good as active as the other. Now, Sean and Marty, again, I think Sean and Marty's also unfair only because Sean was just so damn good and Marty just had so many issues that he was never going to be a single star on his own. Again, take a drink. Yeah, that's one of those. I do have water here this time because I've been trying to stay hydrated because, damn, it'd be hot in California, in Southern California especially. And yeah, John, you make a good point. Kenny Omega's still hurt. I still say we see him Sunday. And, Don Callis, again, is off TV because Omega's gone. I think Kenny will come back as whatever Kenny's going to be. He's going to get cheered either way. Yeah, he really is. So I don't foresee him coming back as anything but just Kenny Omega, doing Kenny Omega things. I am sorry, I'm getting a message here from the other room. You have to bear with me. Okay, that's the one I wanted. Give me 1 second here. Yes, okay. Make sure that was coming in because I need to get that there. So, at the end of this show, I'm going to run a trailer. And what it's going to be is what's going to be coming up starting next Monday. Because the trailer you saw today was for this week. But I do want to talk about next week's program and July's programming. Because good stuff coming up. We talked about it last night on Ask the Dads, but I really want to emphasize what's going on, and I'll run the trailer, then I'll come back and talk about it. So we'll go ahead and do that when we get into minute 45, which is coming up here. Actually, I started at 7:05, so in just a couple minutes, as soon as this thing uploads, we'll get her done, kids. I didn't want to do that. Just kidding. I got a lot of notifications. I don't care about that right now. Thank you, though. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Thoughts on Jericho's kind of MJF? I think they're just trying to keep Max in the discussions. Honestly, I really think that's what it is. I think Jericho actually likes MJF. I think it's just them keeping the dialogue up too. Omega versus Jay White at All Out for the IWGP World Championship. I'd be okay with that. If Kenny's ready by All Out, why not? Yeah. Again, that's why I tend to. I use good old JM because Aaron called me that once forever ago, and it just kind of stuck, right? Just kind of one of those things. But yeah, good old JM, West Coast Professor, whatever you guys want to call me within reason, right? I mean, I'm just me. Don't need to be anybody special, different, whatever the case, whatever you want to call it. So, as with MJF versus Miz in a promo battle once he gets to the WWE. Again, if he goes to the WWE, people just assume that's going to be a thing, Josh. It's one of those, I'll believe that when I'll see it. I really will. I hope it happens. I really do. But I'm not holding my breath or anything. Right? All right. We are at 11:45 or 7:45 if you're out here with the west side, if you will. I did run this earlier, so I do want to go ahead and briefly talk about it because I hit right because I hit the wrong button. But let me go ahead and run this and just mention the fact that well, that works too. I'm not gonna say that out loud because I'm on Aaron's channel, but that works too, Jay, without a doubt. So I did run this earlier, but yeah, we are for sure, Aaron and I, going to be coming together in October. I can't believe it's been 20 years since he and I started podcasting together. Him as the webmaster and me as one of the talents. It's been absolutely crazy that it'll be 20 years in October. I can't even fathom that. It blows my mind that that's a thing. Anyway, as far as what's coming up sooner than October, we'll go ahead and run that for you guys in just a second here. But this is what's coming up starting next Monday on the channels on Moss. answer is no, Ken. is all coming up on I don't know what JJ just sent me. That's pretty funny though. It's like Cena wearing Lakers gear, Kings gear, and Dodgers gear. John Cena's got good taste in athletic teams, even though he's from Boston. He can't help it. Anyway, yes, Talk Wrestling Anniversary coming up next month. So happy. So much stuff coming up from JJ covering the Disney movies and the new releases on July. Greg Cherry with the Jack of All Trades franchise. Aaron covering everything with previews and recaps. And Jeff Meacham Network covering the premium live events, the pay-per-views, all that jazz. Good stuff. Yes, I did see that. We're going to talk about that definitely during the Season 3 opener of Sapboy Sports Bar in August. But yeah, Rob Gronkowski retired today officially. Right until Tom Brady comes along. But yes, definitely. Rob, of course, former 24/7 champion, host WrestleMania, former WWE superstar in general. Yeah, cool. Sad to see Rob go, but again, we'll see if he actually does. Because if Brady's still playing, he's never off the table, right? But yeah, Talk Wrestling, July 16th, the 15th anniversary. Crazy. And yes, we are covering Flair in July. Let me stop everything. Hello, Miss Alana. Hope you're listening. See, it's almost 8 o'clock, so I would guess it's almost time for bed. So if you're being told to go to sleep, Uncle Jeff loves you. Get some rest, and hopefully see you soon. Just gotta get Dizzy Boy up to his mama's this weekend, so we'll see. I got a couple weeks off without the kiddo, so maybe I'll come see you guys. Anyway, I'm going to close it with that. Can't close it better than talking to your niece and saying goodnight. So I'm going to do that. Thank you guys again for watching this week. Where do I don't think I have it in here. I don't. But you can check out the Greg Cherry Show tomorrow night and every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific on the Greg Cherry brand, as well as the Jeff Meacham Network. I didn't see JJ's review, but since his comment was the one that led me to talk to Miss Alana, I'll go ahead and put it up back here. I don't have that one in here either, JJ, but I'll go ahead and get it up real quick. Hang on. Me. Good call. And you know what? I can do the hell I want to do. I'm on my own damn time here. I need to go in here. Hidden. Let's see. I will find you, and I will plug you. Just give me 1 second here, guys. We are live, and we are dead air, killing time, because Jeff didn't have all the graphics ready because he lost track of time at 7 o'clock and didn't realize it was 7 o'clock until it was 7:05. So forgive me. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and send that over to myself, because I do want to talk about this on No DQ and across the multiverse, if you will. There it is. Okay. Let me go ahead and save file. You can hear the kiddo practicing his guitar next door. Kind of cool. Okay. So this Friday, after Rampage, after Aaron recaps, whichever, I don't know if Rampage is live or not on Friday, so forgive me for that in advance. But botch, there you go. Very good. JJ, myself, Noah Foster, and James Hebert will be doing our own fantasy booking, which everybody knows is my favorite thing, for the Forbidden Door show. And what JJ gave us as criteria is we don't have to use just AEW and New Japan. We can also include a WWE and Impact Wrestling, which are the 4 primarily televised. I know NWA has a streaming thing, but they're not on TV. So, and JJ honestly was very honest to say he doesn't watch a lot of NWA, so he really couldn't, actively book those talents because he doesn't watch enough to really know about them. But he does watch Impact every week. He does watch AEW every week and WWE, and he's watching New Japan, trying to catch up as we go here. So, anyway, Rampage is not live. Okay, so after Rampage is over, because Aaron will be done recapping SmackDown by then as well, come on over after the Rampage broadcast, which is usually over at 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 o'clock Eastern, and we'll be live with all 4 of us and there's no time limit. There's no real curfew for us Friday, especially Friday night, because my kid will be gone by then, as far as up to his mother's. So come check us out. We're all going to be booking our own version of Forbidden Door based on those 4 companies. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome sauce, because we kind of get the handcuffs off and just say, okay, we have AEW talent to work with. We have WWE talent, Impact talent, New Japan talent. You get 10 matches. Boom, one night. Not 2 nights, not whatever. 10 matches in one night is the maximum. Boom, there it is. That's what we've got. I've got my list working on my list. I know JJ's getting his finalized, and I know James and Noah are also working. James wanted to go freaking 2 nights into a tour, freaking Great American Bash Style. We're going, no, pump the brakes, brother. So that's coming up on Friday. So again, that's going to be the kick-ass end to the week, and we will definitely see you guys on Friday. But again, tomorrow, of course, JJ's reviewing Mortal Kombat Annihilation at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 o'clock Eastern, and then we'll be on the air with the Greg Cherry Show at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. So check us out tomorrow on NoDQ.com, on the Greg Cherry brand, on the Costume Studios, and the Jeff Meacham Network for everything and anything good old JM. Have a wonderful night, guys. We will see you tomorrow.